That's the most basic way to put it. Anyway, I have a Veterans Day review, and well, I guess you wouldn't consider this guy a hero that much, but I do because it's my favorite character when I was a little kid, and still today also. Today I have a review of You Know Him, You Love Him, You Can't Live Without Him If You Tried. It's Popeye, a bendable Popeye figure, and a bendable olive oil figure. Now, I may look a little different today. The sound may be jacked up, maybe. I don't know. But I'm using this built-in YouTube recorder, so I'm actually recording this live. So, just try to ignore that for a while. Trying to adjust the brightness here. But anyway, let's get into the review. Okay, so if you don't know who Popeye is, he's one of those American classics, they call him. And well, Popeye came out in like around the 30s, 1930s, with his comic, and then nobody really remembers the comic that much, except like a small group of people actually remember reading Popeye in the comics. But everybody does remember the TV show, or theatrical shorts that aired with Popeye and Olive Oyl. And Popeye, to me, is considered a veteran because Popeye has fought many wars with Bluto throughout his time on television. And those theatrical shorts lasted from 50s, 40s, 50s. They were first in black and white. 40s, 50s, 60s, and then around like the 70s, they started doing all these spin-offs like Popeye's Treasure Island. And then in the 80s came the all-new Popeye Hour. And they also made a movie in the 1980s with Popeye, pretty much. It was made in 1980. They really didn't do much with Popeye in the 90s, except release these cool toys. And these toys were released in 1993. I have two of them. I have Popeye, and I have Olive Oyl. So we'll take a look at both of them in depth. As far as Popeye is concerned now, the creator of Dexter's Laboratory, Jendy Chodorkowski, I hope I got that name right, him and Sony Pictures Animation, the company he obviously works for now, is planning to do a Popeye spin-off movie, again, in 2016. So, they put a promo for it here on YouTube, so you can check that out. But like all spin-offs, let's hope it'll be good, because spin-offs like that really don't do too hot. But you got one of the best guys working on it, Jendy Chodorkowski. Yeah. I mean, Jendy, you don't need any of those other writers. You can do it yourself. We've seen you did it before with your TV show, Dexter's Lab. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, let's take a nice look at Popeye here. It's slightly a little bright in my room. Sorry about that. But as you can see here, Popeye kind of has like a frown on his face, covering his eye up. Let me see. There we go. Kind of has like a frown on his face. Now, he did have the little pipe that he smoked, but when I was playing with it, I had these figures for years. So they may not be in the best condition. They're slightly dirty because they've been stored in my basement for a while. So, and I've been playing with them. So, like, the bendable figure things weren't really that good because, like, after, like, 5 plays with these things, the bendiness goes flat, really flat. So, anyway, it's a really nice design. It's kind of like a, Popeye feels really rubbery. It's a rubbery figure. You got his face right there. He's kind of frowning. You got his cheeks and his ears. On the back, there's a little dirt. You can't really see it because of the light. But once again, these are old toys that I had. I played with these for years. The legs still actually bend. You can bend the head, which I can't really bend anymore because it's like worn out. You could have bent the arms, this arm, and his feet, kind of. You can bend his feet. And you can also bend his legs. The legs actually still bend, believe it or not. You can bend those legs. And it's just a nice little figure. You can sit it on a desk. You can bend these legs in. You can sit them on a desk. You can play with them like me, of course. I mean, still today I kind of like to twirl them around like, hey, let's go on an adventure. I don't have Bluto. I actually got these from a Crackle Barrel. And everybody knows at Crackle Barrel, the best place to go get old stuff is Crackle Barrel. So I picked up Popeye and Olive Oil at Crackle Barrel around 2007. So it's been like 7 years now that I had them. And these were the only things that I really didn't keep in good condition because I played with them a lot. Let's take a look at the girl that Popeye rescued in mainly all of his adventures from that horrible Bluto. And it's Olive Oil. And they obviously got the figure right. Pencil-like nose, pencil-like braid in the hair. This is actually pretty rough right here, just like hair. This pretty much is like the original Olive Oil. Now there's been many different variations of Olive Oil throughout the series itself, but this is actually the original design of her. The original dress design, everything here. You got the arms, the red shirt. Looks like these were painted on. I think these were painted on. They feel like paint. Then you got the black dress with the blue trim. Pretty nice. And just like Popeye, you can bend Olive Oil's feet. Not really that much, a little bit. You can bend her foot. You can bend the legs. One leg actually still bends. You can bend her body, I think. Kinda, sorta. And of course you can bend her head back and forth. And she can wave to you. And mainly these were meant to be stationary toys. I don't really think they were designed to be played with, because the bending motion, as you can see, really didn't last too long. After like 5 plays out of these guys, the bending thing kind of went out. But that's really it. I don't have Sweet Pea. They made a Sweet Pea bendable, and they made a Bluto bendable, and I didn't get them. I just wanted the couple themselves, Popeye and Olive Oil. So, happy Veterans Day, and thanks for watching my review of Bendable Popeye and Bendable Olive Oil. They are great toys, great collectibles. Just make sure you don't, if you're going to buy them, don't play with them, because if you want the bending thing to last, I would suggest keeping these as collectibles. Thanks.